Well, it is about 6:30 now on a Monday, and I'm not doing so well. I'm starting to get really angry. I'm gonna sit down here. It's only me too. Cat's freaking. Here comes the angry woman. Yeah, I'm starting to get really, really angry. Things are not going so well. With the trying to remove myself from prescription drugs, going right on to some CBD, or rather some indica. and yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. I didn't even really know what I was going to be feeling. But I am feeling very hostile and angry as that buffer goes away. I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel like anymore, because it's been so long that I've had this neck problem, and they put me on tramadol, so I was on the opiates and many different antidepressants and things, and it's all for pain. Um, and then you start gathering up all this other stuff and throwing it into the same lump because you feel guilty that you're on all these medications. And you're associating things with childhood, and maybe it's just, we really aren't made to stay on some of these medications for the rest of our lives. But we have to, because there's some of these other things going on that aren't understood. So it's just really frustrating thing. You got this fibromyalgia, nobody knows what it is. Put it on opiates and take everybody off the opiates because they found out that maybe that was causing some of the problem. It's just so much turmoil and confusion to me. And so naturally there's going to be that with me trying out going to, the pot stores and maybe trying something a little more natural. I feel like I'm going against the doctor's orders. So I feel guilty about that. I feel guilty about taking drugs of any sort. That it could be either or, but mainly drugs that are considered illegal or wrong with the church. So I am really effing confused. And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel anymore. Um, so I do know this much, that I'm supposed to go off of things like Klonopin very slowly, um, cutting back very, very slowly till you get to a quarter of a piece, and then trying to go off. And same with the Deluxetine. I mean, I know this shit. I spent many years going to college to be a counselor, to be a psychologist, but then I lost my hearing, so I don't have any excuse except that I feel like if I go cold turkey, I've done it. I feel like if I taper off, there's a chance I'm going to go back on. I'm going to look for excuses to go back on. Right now, I'm not really sure if I'm looking for excuses, or is this, am I getting into some danger where I might be having a seizure, because stopping Klonopin suddenly can cause a seizure. So, and there's nobody out there to help us with this. There really is nobody out there. Your primary care physician is not going to know what to do. I've gone to many counselors, and they had no idea, and they didn't know what the deaf part was, and the ear ringing. There's so many nerve damage problems with me, with my ears. That went right over their head, because when I start or stop something, I get this terrible ear ringing that doesn't go away for maybe years. Very autotoxic things. So I am literally in the dark what to do right now, except that I don't want to get angry. I usually go back on things because my ears are ringing so badly, and then I'm getting very, very angry, and I can't be yelling at people. I can't be yelling at John. So I am really, really frustrated right now what the right thing is to do. So I thought I'd just do a check-in. If there's anybody else going through this, maybe we can help each other out with this. I don't even know what the right answer is anymore, except that I had a friend of mine making me think twice about the opiates. I haven't been on them for almost 2 years, but it just kind of makes you rethink all the drugs that you've been taking and what's really necessary and what's not, and how do we get back to feeling like ourselves? How do we even know if that person exists anymore when we've been on something so long? because we're always wanting to get back to that place where it feels normal. And I'm just not feeling it right now, but I don't want to quite give up yet. That I will probably give up and taper off, which is a smart thing to do, but I'm waiting a little bit. And the drawing the line point is going to be my ears ringing, because that is beyond pain that I can measure. I can't tell you how painful it is when you have nerve damage in your ear already, to have your ear ringing like that. It's just, I start pounding my head against the wall. It hurts so badly. I don't want to get to that point. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I'm going to keep up with this and do a longer one, like I said, to let you see what it looked like when I was right in the middle of it. So, which I may do right now. Love ya.